typically like 10 o'clock, my husband and I are like, everything off, TV off, phones off. We can lay here, have a little conversation.
Ew.
And then...
Gross. This is Big Dink Energy, the pickleball podcast that's half insight, half nonsense, and all entertainment. If you love pickleball, don't take yourself too seriously and think a little trash talk makes the game better, welcome home. This is the place where life and pickleball intersect. We celebrate the chaos, call out the nonsense, and put the fun back in dysfunction. You're either in or you're out. And if you're still listening, you're in. So let's go. Big Dink Energy starts now. The official podcast of pickleball. Now, listen, I usually have something fun here, but I've got to do this. It's necessary. And for you ladies, tell me who said this. Always remember that your success begins inside of you. If you can't see it first, no one else ever will. Or another quote from the same man. There are few problems in this world that cannot be solved by a swift roundhouse kick to the face. In fact, there are none.
Chuck Norris.
We love him, and we're sad that he left us. Mr. Charles Norris. It's well known that he died 20 years ago, and death finally got up the courage to take him.
Yes, what a legend.
Yeah, a true legend, a true legend. Lone Wolf McQuaid, so many other roles. So let's go into our sponsor. I mean, maybe that's not a easy way to go into our sponsor. That's a terrible transition. I mean, but we got to do it. So, hey, quick shout out to our friends over at Pour Sport. They make athletic apparel designed by people who actually care about how they look on and off the court. Bold designs, quality materials, and every piece is created by real artists from around the world. Sport should be fun. I agree. Expressive and a little rebellious. And Pour Sport gets that. Go check them out at poursport.shop. That's poursport.shop. Follow them. Tag them, show them some love, tell them Big Dink Energy sent you.
All right. Yeah, their designs are super, super cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to rock
Like the graffiti,
mine.
I just love that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was thinking...
Yeah, get rid of my Affliction shirts, I guess.
and your Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes.
So I was thinking that there really is, like, people are willing to buy anything except, like, the basics of what they need to do. So I wanted to have a conversation of... why do people just feel like they need to buy better gear instead of fixing the root cause of their problem in pickleball?
Sure.
Or in life.
In life.
In life,
Right.
really.
There's a lot of lessons in this. Sit down if you're not sitting down for this one. And we're not talking to you, but we may be talking to you.
So it's like, you know, people are like, oh, I need to get a new paddle. Or if you get this lead tape, or if you get more grit on your paddle, it's like, well, if you would just maybe take a lesson, fix your footwork, do some conditioning, have some recovery, maybe drink some electrolytes.
Manage your diet.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where, I don't know. And I don't know if it's just for people over 40, but I think once you get over 40, you start thinking that you don't have to do all those basics, and like buying a piece of gear is going to help you.
Well, because it's easier to buy something than to put in the work.
That is very
for
true.
sure,
That
for
is
sure.
very true.
I am so guilty of it all the time. It's like, oh, well, I want to go start working out. Oh, but I need to buy the right tennis shoes. I need to have this supplement. I need to have this. Instead of getting my ass out of bed and doing what needs to be done, I throw money at something, and that's going to solve the problem.
So it's a money versus discipline problem.
Yeah, possibly.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's some other groups that I'm in, other clients, I guess, that I teach and train, and these people
Are
will
annoying.
they will yeah, they are quick to show you a picture of their EDC, their everyday carry. They'll send a picture on a Facebook group or a group of their everyday carry. Well, what you don't see in those pictures is an ounce of training. Zero
Right.
training in those pictures.
Right, I agree. And it's like, you know, you'll spend all this money, or you'll get into that analysis by paralysis.
100%.
You know, where you
we
like,
all know that that's definitely
your
me.
Amazon shopping cart has 47 supplements in it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it's like all your ass had to do is get up and go for a walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Sunlight's a great supplement. So is fresh air.
Right. And, you know, we get sucked into that habit. Now, I'm not saying supplements and, you know, having good vitamins and having a good recovery is not good for you. But I mean,
Of course.
Well, if you're going to throw them in the garbage can, you're throwing them in a garbage can. Does that
right.
make sense?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the weighted tape that you put on your paddle is not going to cover up the fact that you can't move laterally.
Exactly.
Well, and I think, you know, sometimes when we have a lack of skill, then we can come up with a lot of different excuses. Like one of the greatest, right, for men, especially my age, if I just lose 10 more pounds, I'll be in my prime. Right.
You'd be in the prime rib line. Well, I think, this topic isn't brought up because I'm above all this. Like, I feel like I'm in the trenches too.
No, that's not what you were saying before the episode.
I'm just as guilty.
You're like, they're the poors over there.
No.
The peasants.
I'm just as guilty as doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll put, do this and this, or, oh, look at this new paddle or whatever. But it's like, really sign up for the lesson. And honestly, the lessons that I have taken, I played them with all different paddles and the lesson stayed the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what I learned doesn't really matter. I could have played probably with the tennis racket and I still would have been able to get my agility better, which is what I needed to do. So I think that
your footwork needs to improve, your hand-eye coordination, where you are on the court, all the things that, just putting in the effort would get you what you want instead of the excuses that you are using.
Right. So maybe we should start, as adults, using gear as a reward, like carrot. Like you can have a new paddle if, like you do with children's.
Yeah.
If this, then that. If you do your footwork right, then you can get a new outfit.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. We are 2.0s to what? You're like at a 3 now?
Speak for yourself. No, I'm not. I didn't
When
do the
did you
duper
get
research.
to 2?
Most of us who, like the people at Open Play, none of us are needing that fancy new paddle. Most of us don't need those fancy new pickleball shoes. It's just look what I have kind of thing. And I got my new pickleball shoes. Did you really need pickleball shoes? Or were the 2 pairs that you bought a week ago good enough to come play Open Play once a week?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm kind of that way because do I really need pickleball gear? No, I'm going to wear a swimsuit to play.
You did to the tournament.
I don't care. No pretentiousness here.
But I mean, I get the appeal because it's kind of fun, and it's like, oh look, pickleball shoes. I'm fancy now.
I have a ton of paddles, and I like all of them.
Yeah.
And I like to interchange them or whatever, not for any real difference because I don't really know. But
right,
I think this just goes with pretty much anything. Like people will try to outbuy their finance problems or outbuy their health problems or whatever it is. If I can throw money at it, and I will be the first to say I am a Cash App volleyball mom.
Right.
Like, I'm not baking. I'm not showing up to sit at a thing.
I'll just Cash App you.
What's your Cash App? And I'll give it to you.
What's the amount you need for me to get out of this?
What is the amount you need to leave me alone?
Yeah.
So I get that. That's what I'm saying. That is where the time and effort can be bought with money. But when we do it in our health and in our skill, I don't think that that's the right answer.
I do it a lot with health and exercising. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go work out and I'll start doing this once I get my complete diet plan ready to go, once I've grocery shopped, once I've meal prepped, once I have all of my supplements in, once I have my new tennis shoes, my new outfit. No.
We call that kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
I could have started a month earlier, and now I'm a month later still making up excuses on why I haven't started because I need something else. When in reality, like I said earlier, I just need to get my ass out of bed.
You got to grow as you glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but let's not dismiss retail therapy.
It is helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I found a nice home defense system on a gun website this past week that would just make me feel a lot better about my current situation with my knee.
It's not going to help you with your knee replacement PT.
Oh, how do you know
See?
though? How
not
do
gonna
you
make it
know?
any
though?
better.
How do you know?
Retail therapy.
Let us know what you think. Get up in our comments, bdepodcast.com, bdepodcast.com. Let me dig down all the way to the bottom of the mailbag here and pull this out. Stacy said, "Oh my God, thank you." 2 exclamation points, Stacy. Loving these products and the peptide cheat sheet that you can go find. Already, I need to dig in more. Sharing with literally everyone, LOL. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you.
If you're interested in what Stacy is raving about, head over to our website, bdepodcast.com, bdepodcast.com, and click the Over 40 tab. I know I will.
Just the tip, quick pickleball wisdom, in and out before you know it. Do not skip the warm-up just because you feel fine. Especially over 40, your muscles need 10 minutes before they are actually ready to play. Walk, dynamic stretching, some easy dinking. 5 minutes of warm-up saves 3 days of recovery. Your future self will thank you.
It does every day.
Just the tip.
It's time for Pickle Pals.
Our guest today is very precious. I'm not going to say why I did that. She's interviewed more pickleball facility owners, franchise CEOs, and industry leaders than probably anyone in America. Now she's on the other side of the mic. She's the editor-in-chief of Pickleball Innovators, the leading business publication for pickleball operators. She's watched the industry go from hype-driven chaos to quality-driven competition. She knows which facilities are thriving, which are struggling, and where the smart money is going. From the bluegrass state, Louisville, Kentucky, the woman with insider knowledge, Rachel Chonko. Thanks for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast.
Oh, thank you so much for that very flattering intro. I appreciate it so much, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we won't make you do the impression you said you didn't want to do, so I had to knock it out ahead of time, unless you want to do it. I mean, you put it in there. You don't want
I don't want to give everyone nightmares, so.
Okay, if you're out on the street or you're interacting with Rachel, just know she does a really good Gollum impression. I'm just going to put that out there. Now, listen, being in the business, right? The business is booming for sure. I think we're just tip of the iceberg right now myself. From your perspective, from your seat, what does the industry look like that most players never see?
Yeah, great question. Well, I think we're definitely hitting a professionalization era. So there was a mad rush to open pickleball clubs. And for a long time, it was kind of first to market. You had a huge benefit where if you opened a facility, there was definitely a mad dash of customers.
Mm-hmm.
And, typically you could see great success. But now that there's more competition, pickleball clubs are getting more sophisticated and having to compete for more players.
Right.
And so you're seeing them get a little bit more, I think, intentional when it comes to designing their programming, the physical facilities, what type of amenities they include, their staffing, and you're seeing, like I said, a huge professionalization, and it's no longer just a mad dash. And so, yeah, I think that probably summarizes it.
Yeah, over the years, and I've seen it, and you've seen it. The tennis courts that were painted over, or just they added lines to tennis courts, I think is kind of. I mean, some cities are still doing that. I think out of necessity and budget constraints, but for the most part, you're seeing really professionalized courts pop up, especially in cities that are just getting on board with this and saying, hey, we haven't had anybody at tennis courts in a while, so pickleball is the thing. Let's convert all these, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the players have gotten more discerning in terms of what they expect from a pickleball court and facility. They are very particular about the lighting and the court surfacing and things like that. And so I think it's just important to take those things into consideration when you're doing your build out now.
Yeah, and so for you, from your perspective, being in this industry for a while, how did you know it was the time for you to launch the Pickleball Business publication?
Yeah, so background is I work for Peak Media, and our mission is to educate and empower fitness professionals. And we've been doing that for over 20 years in the health club industry, the community recreation space, and then campus recreation. And how we got introduced to this is we were seeing a lot of those facilities incorporating pickleball into their clubs.
Right.
And we have been doing events in that space for a long time, built a lot of great relationships. And we had a health club CEO who actually left the health club industry to open a pickleball franchise. And he made us aware of the trend that was going on and said, hey, this industry could really benefit from a dedicated business resource and the events that you guys put on. And so we started taking a look at it and seeing all of the facilities and franchises that were opening up. And we're like, oh yeah, there is a ton of growth happening here. And we could really help by covering the industry, talking about best practices, interviewing operators, and just sharing about how they can stay in business as long as possible.
Yeah, that's fantastic because, continuity is kind of important. I mean, the rules are the rules. And if everybody can, I love the sport and I know you do too. So if people can grow in the same way and maintain some of that continuity, I mean, that's fantastic. I think that's just great.
Yeah, and we've seen it in our other industries of health clubs and community recreation, where the more that industry professionals share and exchange ideas, that elevates the entire industry. And so we're seeing that in pickleball as well, that club operators in particular are very open and willing to share their best practices.
Yep.
And again, that's going to help the industry as a whole.
Hey, listen, if you're over 40 and your body is starting to file complaints, we get it. We live it. From pickleball to peptides and everything in between. Between the four of us, we've spent years figuring out what actually works. And we put it all in one place for you at bdepodcast.com/over40. That's bdepodcast.com/over40. Now, back to the show. Yeah, I think that's something a little bit unique to pickleball. I think we all want each other to win and succeed. So that's interesting. Now, I've got to point this out. You won the Folio Rising Star Award, and that's really a big deal for people who don't know what that is in publishing. So part of that, though, is disrupting the status quo. So in B2B publishing, how does that look for the pickleball industry?
I would say that my approach as a journalist in B2B media is probably unique in that I don't consider myself or try to position myself as an expert. I am interviewing experts. And so I consider myself more to be a bridge between what our audiences need and then getting them that information through interviews and publishing articles and content.
That's fantastic.
So,
and just being back there shining the light on things and making people look like rock stars. Well, you're obviously the rock star in the background.
Your words, not mine.
I'll be your hype man. Don't worry about that. So you've interviewed dozens of facility owners and franchise operators. What really, in your mind or your experience, separates the ones that are going to make it from the ones that are going to struggle?
Yeah, great question. I found that the operators who really took their time and did a ton of research and were super intentional before they opened their doors are the ones that are having a lot of great success right now. And so as an example, I'll shout out Elliot from Bozeman Pickleball Club. He was seeing what was going on in pickleball, and he was like, could I open an indoor pickleball club in my area? But instead of just doing it, he actually went to public courts and he started surveying people that were playing there and asking, would you like an indoor facility? How much would you pay for that membership? How would you like the membership structure to be set up? And so he got all of this feedback that he then put into his first location, which has been very successful, which is not surprising. And now he has a actually second new location that's even better and thriving. And so I think that's just a great example of how to approach this. Really take your time.
Yeah, and that's the important thing for businesses in general is to listen to your customer. What are your customers' needs? What are their pain points first, and then kind of build around or build to those pain points. That's fantastic. Any misconceptions people have about running a pickleball business that you've kind of heard or just come across almost all the time?
I think there are a lot of misconceptions that it's going to be easy. There was definitely a build it and they will come kind of mentality. I think initially, now that has waned. I think, people who are now getting into the industry understand that it's not that easy. You do have to work very hard to build a membership base and market your facility and have the right programming and events. But yeah, that would definitely be one.
Yeah, for sure. And now we're seeing a ton of private equity and VCs get into pickleball. First National Reality Partners back in Pickle Rage, $54 million in the court reserve. What does that kind of tell us about where pickleball is headed or where the industry in general is headed?
I think that it still has a long runway. Pickleball is not necessarily recognized as a sport right now in high schools or middle schools and even younger. But I think that's going to be the case as you're going to see it really starting from the ground up. And I think I had just interviewed Seymour Rifkind, who's involved at getting pickleball at the Olympics. And I think once that happens, the growth that we see now is going to be just a drop in the bucket compared to what's coming. Yeah,
because you see every Summer Olympics, when you see the gymnastics at the Olympics, then all the gymnastics facilities in the area thrive. Everybody's kid wants to be in gymnastics now when they see that kind of stuff. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to take us a little bit more time to kind of come together on what everybody wants, because there's so many factions out there pulling in so many different directions. If we start pulling in the same direction, I know pickleball got an office space in the year where they make Olympic choices, I guess. And so, yeah, I do see it coming. It will come to the Olympics eventually, and we will see that next boom, so to speak. Now, I've got to shift gears just a little bit and talk about the Pickleball Innovators Summit. Exclusive, invite only, 50 high-level operators. Why keep it so intimate? Why is that important?
We do that to protect the experience. So one of the things that is really challenging at something like a trade show, which, we love trade shows, very valuable, high energy, tons of people, but it can be very hard to meet the right people or know who the right people even are that you should be conversing with or potentially partner with. And so we do keep our events intentionally intimate because we have set them up where you essentially through the networking or the peer-to-peer learning sessions or the meals, you get to meet every single person in attendance.
That's great.
Attendees and sponsors. And so that protects the experience and ensures that you get to have, meaningful conversations.
Yeah, it makes it real personal. People are trying to get the right information. You could definitely drink from those, like a pickle con. You can drink from the fire hose and miss half the stuff that you should have done, right? So yeah, I absolutely love that it is more intimate and you get a lot more, I guess, feedback. You get a lot more time with people that can grow you and take you to the next level. So I absolutely love that. Now, roundtable sessions in there too. Everybody says it's the best event by far. What are they learning there that they can't learn anywhere else?
I think, again, it's just the conversations that they get to have with operators who are experiencing similar challenges or who have solved those challenges. And so just getting to sit with a group of 8 to 10 people who truly understand what you're going through is immeasurable.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's not only the peer-to-peer learning sessions, but then the meals and the time in between those sessions that you just have those organic conversations and are really able to learn a lot in a short period of time.
Awesome. Now, 2026 is in Tucson in October. Obviously, you're not going to pull the curtain all the way back, but what do you think is one topic that's going to start driving the conversation?
We're doing a session on increasing court utilization time, which we've learned is a huge driver of success for revenue and sustainability in a pickleball business. So very excited about that. And that one's going to be led by Mitch Dunn, one of the co-founders of the Pickle Lodge in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is an extremely successful club. They have 2 locations now. And so that's a great one that I'm very excited about.
Awesome. Very good. And switching gears just again a little bit, you've kind of identified entertainments as a major trend within pickleball, right? Like Chicken and Pickle, they kind of pioneered it. Is that actually working for people, or is it too much, too little? What are your thoughts?
Oh, gosh, I don't know if I have an opinion on that necessarily. I mean, it is definitely working for some. I mean, Chicken and Pickle's doing great and crushing it. They have huge fanfare. They're expanding. I've been to one. It's a great time. So it definitely can work. It is challenging. It's much more challenging than just opening a dedicated pickleball only concept. So I wouldn't recommend that necessarily be for everyone unless you're prepared to do it right.
Yeah,
it takes a lot.
Some of the ones I've seen outside of Chicken and Pickle, they just have 2 courts. And it's so exclusive. And if you don't order enough food, then you can't have a court. And it's just, I think you're right. I think some of those places can do it wrong and turn people off from it. But yeah, I think there is something there because, and then the multi-use facilities too, where you have maybe bowling, then pickleball, then padel or something like that in there as well, golf simulators and all that. I think the family entertainment centers are going to be big for pickleball too.
Yeah, but it really just depends on your market and your expertise. Like if you have a lot of experience in running food and beverage operations in these other areas, it can be really successful. It just is not as easy as some of the other models.
Yeah, just throwing some fried food and beer at a court is, I mean, that'll get some people for sure. But when it's curated, especially the food is curated and the experience is curated, there's definitely a lot more success, I think.
For sure.
So what do you think is one trend that everybody's talking about now that is kind of overhyped or even one trend that people aren't paying enough attention to?
I mean, I can't emphasize enough the importance of real estate site selection, especially whether it's your first location or expanding. I'm seeing a lot of operators who didn't set up their leases appropriately.
Yeah.
And as a result, it's extremely challenging for them to run a profitable business.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one area that, I'd say you definitely have to make sure that you're getting the details right on.
Now, you took up pickleball after covering the industry, right? Not before. Did playing actually change your perspective or the way you cover things?
Yeah, I definitely didn't realize how fun it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I probably didn't as value the social aspect of it as much and realize how much of a key driver that is in the industry's growth. And I don't know. I don't know if it changed my opinion on how I covered it, but yeah, it's a great sport and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's a great community too. There's so much out there. And everybody, it seems like everybody has an opinion and they will share it with you if you stand around for 5 minutes. So maybe there's probably some stories within stories in those locations. So what's next? So what's 5 years look like from now? Are you on the Lord of the Rings circuit just doing voice acting, or what's 5 years now for you?
I mean, I'm very passionate about just helping pickleball club owners and operators stay in business. And so my plan is just to continue covering the industry and hopefully grow the Pickleball Innovators Summit. So this is our second year. It's going to be bigger than last. And, very excited about that event and hope that we can continue doing that for years to come.
Awesome. And Rachel, how can everybody get in contact with you, find out more information, and just get involved?
They can email me at rachel@peakmedia.com. That's PEAKE media.com, or connect with me on LinkedIn. We also have our pickleballinnovators.com website where I publish content and podcasts, and you can learn more about the event there as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast. We love having you. Everybody go connect with Rachel out there and find out where she is and what's going on and get involved in that world. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's time for Pick Six.
Yes. Pick Six is where we take one question, each bring two answers, and immediately regret to agreeing to this segment, just like I regret agreeing to this podcast every single time. And marriage. Yes. But Steph, we have a special guest, so it's going to be a Pick Eight.
It's going to be a Pick Eight today.
Special guest in the studio.
We do have a special guest with us today. So actually, the day of this recording today, it's my birthday, and I am 40.
Happy birthday!
And I am 45, and I have a long-time friend of mine, over 30 years. We've been friends since 4th grade. She is out visiting from North Carolina, so it has been amazing. So we invited her in to do the podcast.
Yes.
And she's played pickleball one time.
Yes.
And she also has a pretty pickleball paddle.
She was like...
that she has to unveil. That I'm going to videotape her unveiling.
Listen, I remember her playing pickleball. She was like Boy George. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you.
She did take a rumble tumble. And it was awesome.
It was pretty.
But she's coming back. She's going to play again here soon. So I want her to be part of Pick Six.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So Pick Six, which...
What do we have?
Pick Six tonight was things that should be illegal after 40. I think 40 is the theme of this show. Things that should be illegal after 40. Things that should be illegal after 40. Go ahead, Steph.
All right. So mine is cold weather activities.
Oh.
My joints have already voted no, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mine is sneezing. Anytime after 40.
Yes.
Especially when you're sitting.
Yeah. That's for you ladies out there.
That's a good one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a really good one.
We're not sponsored by Depends yet, but we could be.
We're getting there. All right. Mine is not wearing a bra in public.
Oh.
After
Okay.
40, just don't do that.
So should I remove this tube top I'm wearing?
You got to go see the podcast on YouTube for that, folks. This is a visual. Mine is Frosted Tips.
Oh, yes.
Do not bring back Frosted Tips. Yes. Frosted Flakes, yes. Frosted Tips for your hair, no.
Mine would be trampoline parks. Not okay. It is ambulance city.
As 40. Okay.
This is illegal after 40. So no, ma'am. Just because you could do it in high school, no, ma'am.
I got it. Yeah.
Mine is a ringtone on your cell phone.
Oh,
Nobody needs that.
Oh, my God.
Nobody has time for any of that. It's just constant triggering. It's like my whole nervous system will crash as soon
I was
as I hear
I
a
don't
ringtone.
need to hear
Michael Scott.
3 doors down.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love that.
That is great.
All right. My next one is going to be sitting on the floor without a clear exit strategy.
Oh, yes.
Okay, you got to figure out how you're going to get back
If
up.
you are crisscross applesauce, you may be there a while.
You need some help.
Yeah.
You may be there.
You need assistance.
I had a couple, so I had to choose, but I think I'm going to go with visible G-strings or whale tails in public.
Oh, darn.
I know. I was borderline with that because
Whale
some ladies...
tail. I haven't heard that term.
Some of you... I was talking about the men, too.
I haven't. Have you heard that term?
Like
a whale
the
tail, you
triangle.
can see like the top
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
the thong. Hey,
Thong,
Cisco.
thong.
Love that song.
That's our router.
I haven't heard that term in forever.
Yeah. And I didn't want to, because some of you ladies over 40, BDEpodcast.com, and the Instagram, if you think you're over 40 and you look good with a whale tail, show us.
Guy wants you in the DMs.
Get up in my DMs, ladies.
He doesn't check the messages. So
Or the other
Somebody
one-
checks all the messages.
the other one was going to be taking mirror selfies.
Ooh, but now we're at pick 9.
Yeah, I'm out.
I disagree with that one because on my birthday, Stephanie and I took mirror selfies.
That's because I don't know how to do it with the arm way out. I can't. Every time it's like, what's going on with this eye? Is it looking at the clock? Is it looking at you? I don't know what's going on with me. And so I can't. I was like, let's try one of these. And I still didn't get it right. You kept saying, look over here. Look over here.
Like, look at this camera.
Tell us what you think, bdepodcast.com. What shouldn't you be doing after 40? Ladies, don't forget me.
News you can use.
Mr. and Mrs. America and all ships at sea, attention, attention. News you can use from the Big Dink Energy newsroom.
A recent study showed that even one night of poor sleep reduces reaction time, decision making, and pain tolerance the next day. Not a week of bad sleep, but one night. So for pickleball players, that means slower hands at the kitchen line, worse shot selection under pressure, and a body that is less equipped to handle the physical demands of the game. So what are we, you guys, all of us, actually doing for sleep right now? What's working, what's not, and what's changed, especially after 40 years old?
So one night of sleep is more important.
One night in Bangkok.
I was going to say, one night in Bangkok.
So having one night of poor sleep can reduce your reaction time, decision making. It's like it gives you that brain fog.
Sure.
So what is everybody doing to make sure that they get good sleep?
Me?
I know what you do. You just close your damn
I close
eyes.
my eyes.
Okay, so I recently
can sleep
revamped
anywhere,
my
anytime.
entire sleep routine.
Let's hear it.
Okay, my new sleep routine is I make my magnesium drink before I go to sleep. I haven't completely removed my phone from my room yet, but I plug it in and I put it in my nightstand drawer. And then I got a dupe of the Horizon alarm clock.
Okay.
And I get that all set, and I have my sound machine going full blast. And 30 minutes before, typically 10 o'clock, my husband and I are like, nope, everything off, TV off, phones off. We can lay here and I'll dim my lamp so it's ambient lighting. We can lay there, have a little conversation.
Ew.
And then
Gross.
And then at 10:30, it's lights out completely. Nothing, no phones, no TV, nothing, no matter how tired we are. Some nights I stick to it. Like last night I did not because I wanted to be the first to tell you happy birthday. So I wanted to stay up till midnight and text you at midnight, which I did. But then there's some nights where I'm just like, no, we have to because both of us are extremely exhausted. We have to work tomorrow and this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we've started sticking to it together. So it's not like...
That makes it easier.
it
It's hard
does.
if one person's up watching TV or something.
It makes it really hard because sometimes we are on different schedules and he won't get home till 10 o'clock.
Right.
Well, sorry, honey, you missed your TV time. Get it in the morning. You're not...
I've noticed that once I run my 3 miles before going to bed.
Shut up.
Yeah. That really knocks you out.
It's so helpful now that I run my 3 miles every day. No, I do magnesium at night as well. And then I also do ashwagandha, and that seems to be helpful.
See, I tried ashwagandha several years ago, and I don't feel like it worked for me, but you think it works for you?
Yeah, I don't really have a problem going to sleep or falling asleep, and I usually wake up pretty rested. But what I've noticed is it's not what you do always as you're going to sleep, but it's what you did prior that day. Did you have enough electrolytes? Did you get exercise in? Because when you do exercise, it does make you more tired at the end of the day. How long has it been since you eaten, whatever. What do you say? How long has it been since you ate?
Eated, I believe.
If you are eating at 11 and trying to go to bed at 11:10, that's going to be really difficult. So if you schedule that out a little bit better, and then, listening to something, a podcast sometimes helps, or rain music or, that kind of stuff. But Harmony, what do you do?
This is going to tie in with things over 40. First thing, I'm kind of a newlywed. We'll be married for 5 years this June. But, when we first got married, it was oh, let's do all the cute things. Let's go to bed together and, pack the lunch and all that kind of stuff. Now it's let me rush in there and go to bed before before my husband because he snores. And if he goes to sleep before I do,
Then
then
you're
I'm
not
not
getting
getting
to
any sleep. So
That's a good call.
and then also, like you were saying, it kind of depends on what you ate or drank or things like that. Because if I haven't had enough fluids or electrolytes, then I'll wake up with a cramp kind of thing. And then also, people over 40, make sure you go to the bathroom before you get in the bed. 'Cause I don't like my sleep to be interrupted by a bathroom
Yeah,
trip.
absolutely.
So those are the kind of like the 3 core things that I can do right now.
Yeah, and it does make a difference when you get good sleep. Like it just makes the next day better, and then it accumulates. Like every day starts getting better and better and better. How about you?
Sound machine, close your eyes.
Yeah.
No, you take the vitamins I give you.
Oh, yes. I take exactly what
You
you
don't know what they are,
no.
but you sure do. You turn your little
Little bit of rat
vitamin
poison.
cup and you take your little vitamins.
Yeah, there's a guy with his eyes have X's on them on some of the pills. I'm not sure what they are, rat poison or something. I guess I'm building
Sure
up a
puts you to
tolerance.
sleep.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I've never, the military had given me a great skill set of being able to fall asleep anywhere at any time.
And you can.
I can. I
you
do.
can literally fall asleep anywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
I sleep and I do not get along, especially the past couple years. I don't sleep well, and I hardly ever sleep. I will just lay there and lay there. So I'm really trying to get into a routine to actually get some good sleep.
Honestly, though, if you put your phone away, you will go to sleep out of boredom.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're not having all that dopamine and, the light and all of that. And then you're just sitting there and you're like, oh my God. Or anytime I read a book before
Yes,
going to bed,
a book
like
will do it.
I'm wired. I'm sorry. I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. Two words in and I'm like,
See, my brain does not shut off. My brain amps up when it's quiet, and it will just go a million miles an hour.
then you're the outlier.
I'm the outlier.
You're
the
telling me
outlier.
that when you start reading a book at night, it doesn't make you go to sleep?
No, because I focus too much on it, and then I think too much about the book and what's going on in it.
Oh, not me. I have to read the same page 30 times.
No,
I know I just read this yesterday, but I don't remember anything.
Nope. My brain does not like to shut off. It just keeps going.
But it will continue to keep going if you keep your phone in your face.
Oh, yeah. It's 10 times worse when I have my phone on. 10 times worse.
All right, tell us what you think. Tell us your sleep patterns. Send us a picture of your spouse sleeping. I don't know what you want to do. That's it for this episode. Unless you've got something to say, think we got it wrong, have a better take, we want to hear it. Find us at bdepodcast.com or at BDE Podcast on the socials. Drop us a message. We might just feature you in the next episode. If you had a good time, well, samesies. If not, maybe try again. We grow on people. So you know the deal. Follow the show, tell a friend, and leave us a review. Or just pretend this never happened. Until next time, keep the dink soft and the energy big.